Namaste everyone, welcome back to Yoga with Jenna. Today I have a class planned for us specifically focusing on releasing those tight hip flexors, which often get tight from long periods of sitting or even activities such as running or cycling. So for today's practice, we'll use one yoga block and we'll get started laying face down on our mats. So go ahead and find a prone position.
So begin by just taking a couple slow, deep breaths, finding a moment of stillness. So with each breath in, feel your belly press into the floor. And with each breath out, feel your low back soften and relax your muscles down into the mat. And just taking a moment to thank yourself that you set aside this time to take care of your body. Take one more full breath. And then we'll go ahead and get started by bending your right knee and reach your right hand back and catch a hold of your foot, giving it a little tug in towards your sit bone. As you pull the foot in, also give your hips, the front of your hips, a press down into the mat, feeling that stretch and lengthening across the front of your right thigh. Take some full, deep breaths just like that. Great, and now we'll release the right foot and we'll switch that out. Put the right hand under your forehead, bend your left knee, find the foot in your hand, and again, give it a tug in towards your sit bone. Feel the length down the left quadricep. And as you do that, also give your hips a strong press down into the mat. Take one more full breath. And then we'll let that go. And place your hands framing your chest, and we'll start to straighten the arms, lifting up and lowering down. And then do that a few times with the breath, breathing in to press and lift, and breathing out to roll your chest and your forehead back down, stretching out the front of the body one last time. Now look over the right shoulder the next time that you're lifted, and then over the left shoulder. And then we'll start to press up into a hands and knees position. From here, we'll step the right foot outside of the right hand into a wide lunge, stretching out the right hip and that left hip flexor. Put the hands under your shoulders, or you can start to lower down onto your elbows. And a good option is to put the block under your forearms for a little bit more of a middle ground if you're feeling really tight here. And then take a few deep breaths. I'm feeling a little tighter today, so I'm going to stay pressed up onto my hands for this side. And then now we'll take the right hand up onto your right knee and give it a gentle fold out, and then add a little rotation into your shoulders. You could rock onto the outer edge of your right foot, lifting up through the inner arch, taking your gaze down, both your hands back down, come back into a tabletop position and just take a gentle sway side to side. Maybe a few circles of the hips around the knees. Just release that stretch before we get the left foot stepping outside the left hand into that wide lunge again. And options to lower to the forearms for a really deep stretch, or meet yourself in the middle with the forearms on a block. And again, today I'm a little extra tight, so I'm going to stay up on my hands. This is one of the most challenging stretches for me, so let me know down below how you like this stretch. One more full breath. And then place your left hand up onto your left knee and fold it out. Add the rotation of your shoulders in that direction. Rock out onto the pinky edge side of your left foot, lifting up through the inner arch. Nice deeper stretch through that right hip flexor here. And look down, bring your both hands back down, come back to tabletop. Take again a couple of hip circles or a cat-cow. Just feel a little resonance from that stretch. Start to lower the hips, lift the chest, and then sit the hips back to child's pose. And go a few times forward and back, letting the hips drop, gaze forward, rocking back to child's pose. And do that one more time, rocking forward with the breath in. Move all the way back to child's pose now as you breathe out. And then come up back through tabletop, and we'll come to lay on our backs. Make sure you can reach the block as you come down. So once you're on your back, you're going to place that block under your hips. So lift the hips up, slide the block under either on its lowest setting. Don't bring it too close to the low back or right under your tailbone. It should be right under the heaviest part of your pelvis. And then once it's there, you'll straighten your left leg down and just relax there. Your arms can be passive. Just letting gravity now stretch out through that left hip flexor. All you have to do here is take some deep breaths and let go. And now let's go ahead and switch sides. Take your left foot back down to the floor and lay your right leg outstretched onto the mat. And once you feel settled, just find some stillness, maybe close your eyes and take some deep breaths. Just let gravity do all the work here. Arms and shoulders relaxed, back of the head relaxed. Very nice. Now we'll slowly bend your right knee, place that foot back down to the floor. And now we'll let the left knee fold out towards the left, kind of like a half butterfly position, and then wiggle the left foot behind your right heel. Then pick your right foot off the floor, draw the knee in, and just hold the knee with your right hand if you'd like to add a little bit more depth. Should feel a big stretch through the left hip flexor and the left quadricep here. Hi, Layla. She's best at Shavasana. And then we'll step that right foot back down to the floor. Step your left foot back down. And we'll switch to the other side. Let your right leg fold out to the right. Wiggle the foot behind your left heel. And then if you want to add that little extra more, pick your left foot off the floor and hold the knee in the air with your left hand. Should feel a big stretch across that right hip flexor and thigh here. Take a couple deep breaths. This stretch doesn't look like much, but I know it feels really intense. So make sure you're breathing, relaxing the jaw. And then we'll slowly release, place that left foot down and then your right foot back to the floor. And now straighten both your legs, keeping the block there for another couple of moments. Let your arms outstretch. And just let gravity again open the front line of your body. Now, one at a time, place your feet back to the floor. Bring your hands down, find the block. Move it out of the way till your hips can land on the mat. And let your knees start to swing right and left a couple of times. You can let the arms outstretch or in a goalpost position. Next time the knees are to the left, let your left ankle rest onto the top of your right knee. Gentle twist here. And then release. We'll take the left foot off the knee, bring the knees to the center, sway them over to the right. This time we'll place that right ankle over the top of your left knee, just letting it be a little gentle weight on top of that leg. And then slowly slide that foot off your knee, bring your knees back to the center, and we'll roll over to one side and take one final time from your hands and knees position, that shift forward and back from your lazy upward dog and then back into child's pose. Taking one final opening through the hip flexors and also just noticing how this movement might have felt from the very beginning till all the work we've done now. See if you feel a little bit more open, a little bit more loose in the front line of your body. Taking one more time back. And then next time you're going forward again, well, one final time, take a look to the right and then a look over the left shoulder. And then we'll come all the way back. And that's all we have today. Thank you so much for practicing with me. I hope your hip flexors feel wonderful. I know mine feels so good at the end of this. I'm so grateful that you took some time for yourself. Please make sure to let me know how this video felt and subscribe to my channel if you love more content like this.